Welcome to Business Innovators Radio, featuring industry influencers and trendsetters sharing proven strategies to help you build a better life right now.
Welcome to Brilliance Business TV, conversations with leading experts in business. I am your host, Mark Stephen Pula. And today, it's okay. When I first come onto the show today, I could feel my tongue getting a little bit tight. So I'm just making sure I'm getting my words out correctly. I'm streaming live on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube. We're on the E360 TV network. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, mspnewsglobal.com. We're on USA Global Radio and Television Network. We're on Business Innovators Radio Network and many, many more platforms. That's what I was going to say. I've got an incredible guest today, Rosa L. Antonini. Rosa's a really good friend of mine. We've done lots of business together, lots of collaboration. She's been in my network a while now and she's got an incredible new book. So I'm going to bring in the incredible Rosa L. Antonini. Welcome, Rosa. I'm a little bit tongue-tied today.
Thank you so much, Mark. Like always, so glad and so grateful that you have me as a guest in your show. Thank you.
The pleasure is all ours. Now, I know you have this incredible new book, Resourcefulness, which I'm really looking forward to a conversation about. But before we start talking about that, just share with our viewers, our listeners, a little bit about yourself and what you do and who you serve, Rosa.
Yes, so I am a software engineer with over 20 years of experience in the technology field. I design systems and work with data. So I'm also an author, self-development author or transformational author. So that's basically what I do. I combine system thinking with self-growth and transformation, but bringing the lens of technology, because I believe and I've seen and I have done that following certain steps from technology, we can really improve and make the best of our own lives.
I love that, Rosa. Now, you have this incredible new book, We All Need to Be More Resourceful, called Resourcefulness. Tell us a little bit about the book and the topic.
Yes, so resourcefulness, it started like a question. It started as a question. I see a lot patterns when a system break, how people handle when they're under something that is new, something that they were not think it could happen. So resourcefulness bring that lens to our own life, right? To see, how can we see the same facts but from the perspective of what is still possible? You see, instead of, comparing, instead of noticing what's missing, instead of waiting for that perfect time to happen, it's literally to understand that it doesn't matter. We don't have to wait. Whatever it is, and it's not also about negating the facts. Like with my new book, I try not to give empty promises. And I ensure that it's not just, like a motivation with no foundation. It's really something trying to give the reader something they can work with and something that if they implement, they really will be able to experience a difference in their life. That is the main purpose for me writing this book.
Really interesting topic, and I can see it in the background. I want to see the cover, and tell us a little bit about the cover because it's really unique as well.
Yes, so this is the book, as you can see the cover. So this is very special to me because this is what resourcefulness wants to do. You see, it's the lens through which you see the facts. We all want to believe that we're making choices and that we own every decision and that we are in control. But that's not 100% true. You see, the way that you perceive the facts, the way I perceive the facts, they're going to be influenced for a lot of things that many of us were not even aware at the time of the choosing. Something that we inherit, It could be invisible patterns, something that we learn and that has become part of our identity, even without us realizing it. So that's why sometimes when people, let's say if we see someone that they are not doing enough according to what society wants them to do, or maybe they seem lazy, or maybe they seem they are struggling and they cannot get out of that situation. And it is easy to judge and to say, what's wrong with them? And sometimes it's not with them. What's wrong with me? A person going through the struggle might think, wait, I have read so many books. I have done this thing. I have done that. Why I cannot overcome this? So they start, building those new identity based on what they now are believing. They have something at fault. So that's why, in the book, I go through that foundation to create that awareness. So everybody can actually get to the root cause of why they see things the way they do, why they respond to situations the way they do. So that's why the book cover,
I love
you
it.
can see the facts. There is a whole algorithm that I call it Thrive algorithm that basically help you understand the facts in a different way.
I love it. I think perspective is so important, and sometimes we need someone else to give us that true perspective as well, because sometimes we're seeing through tinted glasses. We're not always seeing the true perspective, and everything comes from identity. So this book is really relevant, but why do you think it's relevant, Rosa?
Well, I think today we are in a pivotal moment. That's how I see it. With AI, so many things are changing. I mean, I'm sure your work has changed, right? It's being influenced by AI right now. And every industry has changed. The way of doing things, the way things used to do is changing. So there is a lot of opportunities, but at the same time, it creates a lot of stress. People questioning their value, their worth. Are they going to be able to, succeed now with AI and what is expected to them? So there is a lot of noise. There is a lot of information. And people sometimes get, overwhelmed of so much data. And also a lot of comparison that makes them feel that they are behind. So with this book, I want to bring back to what is possible and why AI is just a tool, and why any other technology is a tool, and why when we use resourcefulness, in the proper way, and we see life through the lens of resourcefulness, then everything else just becomes a tool that we can use for us to make that next step, whatever that step might be, but it's the motion of the next step.
So important topic. And who is this book for, Rosa?
Well, this book, I think everybody can get something out of this book, but if I think who can benefit the most from this book, I would say it's capable individual. Meaning that they have tried self-development. They like to read and to work on themselves and to, they're thinking about their life, they're thinking about their future. So it's basically for those that have tried things, like I said, everybody can find something in the book that they will like. But I think what you're going to find, or the reader will find with this book, is a new perspective that other motivational book or self-help book doesn't show. It's a little different. Like all my work, I think I give no homework, but as the reader go from chapter to chapter, there are things to do. And the reason is because nobody can come and live a life for you, right? Nobody can come and live a life for me. So I can say all the things that had helped me on my own journey, But until the person start applying, and understanding and building that awareness, then they won't be able to see those changes. So with this book is very, I don't know, it's very important to me because I feel that with this book, I help the readers see and identify patterns that once they see them, they cannot unsee them. And because of that, it creates a real transformation. So, yes, I'm excited about this book.
It's just a really, really trending topic. So on point, Rosa. So congratulations. And would you, because I know you help people with business transformation with your services and products as well. Would you say this book is for business transformation as well as work life and lifestyle, like lifestyle balance as well as work, or is it just for business?
I think it's both. I guess actually something interesting. I'm not sure if you know the platform NetGalley. They're organic, completely organic review, regular people reading books ahead before it comes to, publish. And I actually got one reviewer that was very interested. So she said that she just retired. And when she saw my book, she didn't think she was going to like it because it looked like a leadership book and business book. And even though she said, yes, it is, but then she was saying, I found so much information for me to live a more fulfilling life. So I have had feedback like that. And also I have had actually one of the person that did a testimonial for me, he said that the book brings this layer that is missing in the marketplace. So, it goes both. I think it helps business. It also helps on the personal side of it. So it's just I think every person or business will be able to use it according to the need they have at the moment. It can be applied to both, yes.
Beautiful, and what a lovely testimonial already. This book is going to go on to do great things. Now, Rosa, I know people can connect with you at rosaantonini.com. That's rosaantonini.com. Who should connect with you and how can you support them in business? And tell our viewers, listeners, how they can get a copy of your amazing resourcefulness book as well.
Yes, so this book comes out now, June 9. It's coming up June 9. You can pre-order it right now, but June 9 is the launch day. And, in rosaantonini.com, you're going to see different tabs. You can connect with me. You can send me a message, a question. Also, Instagram. I have a big following on Instagram. Also, LinkedIn and Facebook, but mostly Instagram and LinkedIn.
Perfect. So, Rosa, I thoroughly enjoyed a conversation with you, and I would encourage everyone to get your copy of Resourcefulness. Go to rosaantonini.com, send Rosa a beautiful message, connect with her. She's an incredible business lady, entrepreneur. I'm sure she can support you and make you a lot more resourceful. Give us one top takeaway from the book, Rosa, before we leave today.
I think takeaway will be, I want you to know that any tool is available for us to use. There are many tools out there, and there are always going to be more coming up. But they're just tools. They need the human. They need your soul. They need your mind. They need your heart for you to use those tools in a way that is best for you and bring value to others. Thank you so much, Mark, for having me.
The pleasure's been all mine. And like you say, AI, all of these tools that we use, they're great to use as tools, but remember we're the human behind them. And I think that's your message as well, Rosa, that use these tools, make them work for you, but remember that human touch as well. So I love this book. I would encourage everyone to go and get a copy of Resourcefulness. Rosa, thank you so much for being my guest today.
Thank you so much, Mark. Thank you as always. Thank you. Thanks, everyone.
The pleasure's been all mine. Thank you, everyone, for joining us for Brilliance Business.
Thanks for listening to Business Innovators Radio. To hear all episodes featuring leading industry influencers and trendsetters, visit us online at businessinnovatorsradio.com today.